Which one of y'all going for second place?
Doc stopped, turned around, bam, bam.
This thing is over. This is a wrap.
And he talked shit too, huh?
Man, that white motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah. Best trash talker you've heard up close.
So I always tell the Larry Bird story. And I didn't coach when Larry Bird was in the league, but I got to witness his shit talking up close. So I went to my first pre-draft camp as a kid, and I was walking with our GM, Billy Knight. He was a great player. And we're walking, and Larry's walking, and Billy's like, hey, you want to meet Larry Bird? You know me, I'm like,
right, yeah.
Young kid. Billy Knight go, what's up, Larry? And Larry Bird go, what's up, Billy Knight? Last time I saw you, you was screaming for help. What? And it was so funny. Billy and I we looked at, and Billy said, he was like, Billy was laughing so hard. He was like, I told you he was crazy. To this day, I don't know if I've ever heard somebody hit the button like so perfect. This is not it. They haven't played basketball in 20 years. They're retired. Like, they've been retired for years, bro. Right. And he's still talking shit about where he used to cook them. The nerve of Larry Bird, bro. Like,
that's a good one.
Amazing, bro.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And I'm a rookie, you know, and I go up against, we small forwards because guys guarded each other back in the era. You know, you couldn't duck each other. And so I go shake his hand, and he put both hands behind his back. And I'm saying, okay, he getting his head ready to play. First play of the game, he says, I don't know where they got you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots a three. I was pissed. You know, I said, I wasn't mad he hit the three, but this bitch just called me Holmes. And so it set up for a really interesting game. Because I remember one time I came down and I dunked it on him. He laying on the ground, he fouled me, and I'm pointing. And he said, hey, Rook. I said, what? He said, I like you. You know, he said, you got balls, but I'm still going to get 30 on your ass. You know? He got about 38, but I had to pay my dues. I wasn't upset about that because, you know, back then, you know, as a rookie, you know, you got to pay your dues. Simple as that.
I always say, in the era that I played with, you played in that same era because you played against Larry Bird as well. That he was the biggest trash talker that I've ever seen.
Ever.
You just answered my question there.
One of the biggest ever. And I was so pissed off because I was with the Clippers, right? And I was a free agent. So I held out of camp for them to pay me my money. You know, Don Sterling wasn't going to pay me. So I'm halfway pissed off. So that year, they put me in a three-point shoot. I'm like, oh, man, I didn't shoot threes. I never practiced for it. So we go back, and we back getting ready to shoot it. So Larry walks in. He goes, no, everybody here shoot for second place. So now we go to Boston. At that time, I was playing with Cedric. No, he walked on the court like, no, all threes tonight. I'm shooting all three. I said, Maxwell's going to lock you up here in Boston. So we started the game. He was at the three. He took a shot and somebody hit him and he fell down. I think I was on the other side of the court. So he's on the ground like this, looking for me. That's why Doc, you remember if you look at the tape, Doc called him at half court and grabbed him, punched him about 8 times.
Yeah.
But Larry, it wasn't even halftime. I don't know how many points. He must have had 22. It was some crazy number of points in the first half. But I think he was in, because you saw him running down the court. You know he was in Doc's ear. Doc stopped, turned around. Bam, bam.
Here's Moser. Wait a minute. It's Barkley. Oh, there it is. Yeah. And look at Jay hitting Bird.
So, no, Larry talked, man. Coop tells me stories about him, too.
Yeah, he talked more shit than anybody I've ever seen on
and
the basketball
backed it up.
team. When I played, Larry Bird was the biggest shit talker.
Yes. It was a quiet shit talk. Like, I remember we were playing, and Tom Tolbert was playing Larry, guarding him pretty well. And it was on Christmas Day, I think it was, or somewhere around there. And Larry picked up the ball, and he couldn't find no one. And Tolbert was all over him. You know, he couldn't find it. He just turned around and launched it. And Tolbert say, off, that's off. He say, awful good. He say, awful good. He was great, man. My grandmother, that was her favorite player.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry Bird. And I can remember the first time I scored 20, I called my grandmother and I'm like, hey, I had a good game last night. I had a good game. She said, did you ring that goal like Larry Bird? I didn't ring it like him, but I mean, like, cause Larry Bird, if you remember, his shot used to go off the TV screen.
Larry's bad boy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Good dude.
You know, so Leon Wood was one of my teammates, and we were sitting in the locker room getting ready for the three-point shooting contest. And I was kind of just talking to Leon, trying to calm him down, and we had all these three-point shooters in there. Bird comes in and says, which one of you is gonna come in second place?
So first words through the door.
Which one of you gonna come in second place?
It was over.
I'm sitting around, nobody said nothing. It was one of the best scenes I've ever, I'm looking around, I'm not in the contest, so I can't say anything. Nobody said a word. And I says, man, I wish we had casinos. We could bet on Larry Bird gonna win this three-point shooting contest. Because nobody said a thing. I mean, I was like, this thing is over. This is a wrap.
You at the three-point competition, walking in the locker room. Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I scored so bad. You know, I didn't realize there's so much tension on it. You know, I'm out there every day in front of these fans.
Who were some of the guys in the competition at that time when you walked in? Come on, Coach, you know.
No, I don't really remember.
Dell Ellis.
Yeah, Dell. What's
Hodges.
the kid that's Hodges.
John Stumble.
Leon Wood.
Leon Wood.
Leon Wood never crossed the three-point line. All he did was he always shot threes. So I thought he might be the competition. And because I seen him shoot before games, you know, he'd knock him down. So the next time I came, I said, okay, now they're down to the nitty-gritty. Who's coming in second? You already know who's going to win this. and I got lucky because I almost got beat in the first round.
But what was the reaction after you said that? Like, oh, that's just Larry Legend, or did it get dead silence in there?
It was silence. I think they were a little nervous.
One of the worst ones, man, this is Larry, white guy from French Lick, Indiana. And I heard he's done this to other teams too, but we had a guy on our team, Mark Lansberg, I think. So we marked the game. He's gonna guard Larry. He says, man, you guys put a white boy on me. So that's who he was, man. then he went just ate his ass something. He look it up. But he used to do that anytime that happened, whatever team, he would always say he was tough. He was nasty, physical. I didn't really like him.
It's the one guy I think of all the people that I've been around. I never had a chance to talk to him and sit down and just, you know. And I would love to pick his brain.
Yeah, what was it about Bird that you just intrigued?
I'll say it this way. It's the Nolan Richardson story at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about this Larry Bird guy. Larry Bird, 35, 40, Larry Bird. Then I meet him. I'm like, this dude ain't black. Because he grew up, you know, and learned basketball from black guys. But it's like, it's the shit talking for me.
Man, that dude, he talked so much shit, it was unbelievable. And he did it.
And you know how insane that is? You walk into an NBA locker room with NBA shooters and say, okay, which one of y'all going for second place? Come on, man.
Legend.
I was
That's
there.
some insane stuff.
And you're right about the Nolan Richards story was what Nolan was at the Hall of Fame. And he was listening to Indiana State play on radio because he wasn't looking at it on TV.
Yeah.
He was listening to the game and he kept hearing Bird, you know, three-pointer from Bird, you know, jump shot from the corner from Bird. And Nolan was like, Bird, that's a bad brother. I got to see who this is. You know? So he said the next day when the paper came out, he saw the picture. He said, that's Larry Bird. I mean, here's a great story.
I just remember, Bird, Chuck, y'all better get this old man off me.
Wait, are you saying that about Dr. J?
Yeah, Chuck, yo, man, y'all better get this old man off me. He says this 5, 6, 7 times. Doc is grinding now, trying to stop him. And Bird rolling. I'm gonna kill this old man if y'all don't get him off me. And next thing I know, Doc just snaps. And I just grab Bird, and I'm still mad. I'm telling you, the NBA fined me for I said, first of all, I would never hold somebody unless somebody, I didn't know, I just tried to break it up. I didn't know Doc was punching him. But man, after he said about the 5th or 6th time about get this old man off me, Doc just snapped.
So Larry's taking it to Dr. J.
This might be Doc's last year. It was one of his last couple years, may have been his last year. And Bird just killing him and talking trash the whole time. And boy, Doc just snapped.
And he talked shit too, huh? While he doing it.
Man, that white motherfucker, yeah. You know, you see him on TV. When you go up against him, he's like, hell no. One day, we were playing the Celtics, and Bird was giving Pip numbers, bro, in the first half. Larry had about 21, 22 at halftime. Never forget this. We go into the, field save stuff. He's like, Horace, okay, you guard him now. And I'm like, I'm taller, stronger than Pip, right? I'm like, man, ain't no fucking way this dude on it. This motherfucker said to me, and I quote, are you serious? They gonna put you on me now? And me being a proud motherfucker, I'm like, yeah, I got him. This motherfucker said to me, I mean, this is what I'm gonna do to you. And I'm like, fuck this. You know, I'm being physical. That motherfucker did it. And I go to Pip. I said, Pip, this motherfucker just told me, and he called me G. He was like, G, don't go for it. Don't go for his shit. And I'm saying, okay, next time he say some shit like that, I ain't gonna go for it. He did it again. I didn't go for it. That motherfucker scored. Phil was like, double team. Yeah, this motherfucker, he said double team with Larry Bird.
Was there one guy in particular you said, oh man, I don't want to have to check him? He was just the toughest guy to guard every night.
Of course, you know, I can say the Michaels or the Reggies or those, but the one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. Matter of fact, there was one game and he was having a pretty rough first half. I was like, that's defense, you know, and he just kind of looked at me and said, there's two halves.
And when we came out in the second half, that's when he told me, I hope your mom's not watching because I'm about to embarrass you.
And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me. And the last one was left-handed. And he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So
yeah, he wound up with like 31. So it was embarrassing. And I did call her and ask her, and she was like, yes, I was watching. I was embarrassed. Yeah.
When I came to the league, and I said, I want to guard Larry Bird. I'm like, I got this guy. He said, I'm going to go down low, I'm going to catch, turn around, shoot. Come down low, hit him down low. Come down, shoot, bang. He said, I'm going to go to the wing, turn, and shoot again. I'm like, I'm throwing this back. Boom, boom, bang. You can't, you know, that size,
Yeah,
slow, white boy, yeah. But you can't guard him. He catches on the wing and he shoots it. I'm like, and he goes, oh, that's an air ball. And I turn around like, that ain't gonna hit anything. And net goes up in the air. I'm like, come guard me now. Right. Like, I'm Larry Bird, I'm not guarding you. He was special.
Right.
Before he got hurt.
Right.
If he didn't ever get hurt, man, please.
My favorite three-point story of all time was my first time I ever competed. And Larry Bird was in the contest my first year. And, you know, you're all sitting there, you know, kind of talking with one another, waiting for him to call you to go out. So, you know, I don't know how they do it now, but they bring you in a locker room. Everybody was in the room, but Larry wasn't there. And guys were kind of saying, anybody seen Larry? You know, whatever. And all of a sudden, you know, right before we're supposed to go out, the door opens and Larry sticks his head in. And he says, oh, hey, guys, this must be the room for second place. So, yeah. But, so that was my first experience with it. And I was like, of course, he went out and won it that year.